Tellemtribe Tarot. Daily readings for my tribe. Subscribe to my channel.
Peace, y'all. I'm Cherokee with Tellemtribe Tarot, and I'm coming to you with another unboxing and tarot card review. So do you like my getup? You think it's cute? I figured I'll put on my African attire. It's not really African. It came from my favorite Chinese store, but I figured it would be very appropriate because I've been trying to wear it for so long, but every time I put it on to go somewhere, it's like, this is too much. I'm taking it off. And I put it on again on the weekend, go to brunch, be like, no, this is too much. I'm going to take it off, and now I got to go too. So it's just like, but now it's fitting. It's fitting. It's for Africa. Like, this is given. It's given Africa. It's given Africa. I have to go to Africa. I got the deck now, so I can just go to Africa. It's a done deal. I got the top. It's a done deal. I couldn't zip it in the back, so got to be careful for the nip slips. But you can't tell that I can't zip it in the back now, can you? Yes, this is royalty, baby. Let's get into this. So we are going to review the African American Tarot deck. But if you are following me, you probably realize that I have a part 1 of reviewing this tarot deck, and it's an incomplete review because initially when I made my first purchase on Etsy through an independent seller, I purchased the African American Tarot card deck, and it was fake. So I contacted the seller, and I let the seller know that it's unethical to reproduce the original artist's work, and they need to run me my money and take back their fake deck. At first, the resolution the seller provided was to refund me my money in excluding the freight or the shipping charge, which I thought was crazy because I'm like, no, you need to provide me with the label to return your little counterfeit ass deck to you. Or I can just reach out to Etsy and just get them to refund me anyway. So they decided to refund me for the deck, including the shipping. I can't do shit with this, but I thought it would be cool to show you all what the difference is between a fake deck and a real deck. I don't know if the focus. There we go. You see it? For me, right. At first I was taking responsibility and saying, oh, you know, I should have read the details. But when I went back and I read the details, which I didn't read the details, so I should have read the details because it wasn't enough details. But it didn't say that it came with a guidebook, but it didn't say that it didn't come with a guidebook. And the price was too cheap to be true. I was trying to save a buck, and sometimes you do get what you pay for. So it was like $9.50 when the real deck is like $24, $25, $27, $30, depending on which authorized reseller is selling it. But this one was $9.49, the little tiny one, and it had a barcode on the back. And that means that the deck is fake. It's not authentic. The real deck is going to come with a guidebook. So I am going to open up the deck. I'm so excited. I usually have to burn my packages to open them because I usually don't open them a little bit to allow some ease for me on tape. So I'm learning. Anyway, so we're going to take out the deck. I don't know if this is a real deck either, but it's realer than this one because this book is in black and white. I figured like the real deck from the real seller would be a colored book. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to hit Jamal up. But this seems like more of an authentic deck than this one. So we're gonna do a comparison with a couple of cards, and then we're gonna get into the images on the African American tarot cards. Oh darn, you guys. I didn't realize that the deck on the inside was gonna be all freaking airtight. You know, this is the real deck. This is definitely the real deck. Oh, and it smells real. Oh my gosh. So the real deck comes with this little guidebook. It's a black and white guidebook. And it's in English, Spanish, English and Spanish. Oh, it's in multi languages, but English is in the front. I don't know what all these other languages are. It doesn't say. It doesn't matter because I speak English. So it comes with this cool little guidebook. It's in black and white. And then it comes with this card, information card. Yes, this deck feels good. All right, so before we go into, and it has an official card on the front. This is definitely the real deck. So before we go into this tarot card review, I want to show you the difference between the fake deck and the real one, right? So look at this. The fake deck, this is what the card looks like. The real deck, and this is the full card. The real deck, this is what the full card looks like. You see the significant differences? There's an extra border around in white on the fake deck. The colors are still cool or whatever. The card stock is super cheap. It feels like if you shuffle too hard, you can rip this one in two. This one feels nice and thick, solid. The colors are relatively similar. It's just the card stock is different. And then you have this brown border on the real deck with the nice golden rod color font that matches some of the colors in the background. So it's very different. Now, there's some people who do not care about what their decks look and feel like, because I agree with, I follow several forums, tarot forums, and people say it doesn't matter what deck you use because you can cleanse your deck, and if your intentions are good, you can still use the deck for the greater good, which is true. But to me, if you willingly, if you're like me who knows the difference between an authentic deck and a deck that's not authentic, and I go and I willingly purchase one that's not authentic, and I'm taking from the artist, I'm not giving them any kind of support financially for their work, I think that's unfair. I'm an artist as well, and I would not be very pleased to know that people aren't respecting my work enough to support me directly and are supporting people who are basically biting a chunk out of your life's work. A lot goes into art, emotions, feelings, life experiences, and so forth. And for somebody to come and just copy and paste it, no. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the smaller deck up. Okay, so let's get into the review with the African American Tarot card deck. I'm very excited about it because I wanted a deck that represents me. I have another deck that's like an African deck. I paid like 70 bucks for it, but I use those for really sacred readings. I barely pull those cards out unless I have a VIP booking. So I needed a deck of cards that I could use every day for myself, and it's just a sacred thing for me. I read all people. Some black readers don't read people that are not of color, but I provide readings for all ethnicities and races. But I have certain cards that I do not use for all ethnicities and races. Just like I have some cards that are non-binary LGBTQ cards. I think there's more letters on the LGBTQ ... There's some cards that I would only use for that type of client. So, you know, you use what you use with your experience, and it's basically your preference. So we have the full card. The full card is so cool because it has this this dude, and he's holding a flower, and he has a monkey instead of like with the Rider-Waite deck, you would see a dog. And you see the monkey looks like he's being cautious, and the monkey is actually looking ahead as the fool is looking directly at me. So the fool is not even watching where he's going, and the monkey know these parts. So I just feel like the monkey probably would scream at this part, and then the fool is gonna meet the magician next, like, you know, to tell him, look, you dumbass, this is not how life works. And he's carrying everything in his little nappy on the stick and he's about to just jump off the cliff, but I'm pretty sure there is a rose bush at the bottom that will catch him, which is why he's able to go on the fool's journey. Anyway, so that's the Fool card. I'm only going to do the major arcana cards because I don't want this video to be super duper long. But what I'll do is I'll do like a lookbook kind of deal where the camera is facing down, and I'll flip through each card with the name of each card. I'll say the name of each card, and you can observe it and you can pause and you can get the full lowdown on what each card looks like before you buy it. Because I wish I would have had that before I purchased it, because sometimes certain cards don't feel good for you and you don't want to go through with it, but whatever. So card number 1, we have the Magician. You see the Magician card. What I think is really cool, the Magician is naked and you can see his penis. That's refreshing. The High Priestess in the temple. Notice it doesn't have the abbreviations on the temple. She is sitting, and her sword is broken on the ground. So I'm interested to know what that signifies. This is the Empress. She has an owl, wise owl. She is naked, sitting on a waterfall, looking elegant. The Emperor. You see the little elephant and the little lion, and then the Emperor with the sword. Now we have the Hierophant. Look how cool this is, because if you notice, the Hierophant is like the medicine man, and the medicine man in the villages are usually who people go to for, you know, to be healed and knowledge. And if you notice, you see like the animals, they all are looking at him, just like in the traditional Rider-Waite deck, you'd see the people getting knowledge from the Hierophant. So this is, you know, reaching up to the sky for guidance, higher learning, for instruction. The Lovers. What's interesting on the Lovers card, these looks like young adults. Young adults, and they're naked. They are not clothed because they have not seen sin. So this is like to me, it's like it's such a authentic connection, you know, like you see your person for who they are without any kind of holding back, or you don't have to draw any conclusions in your mind, because you can see them. They're vulnerable, they're open. This one definitely looks like the Chariot. So you have the Chariot and then the 2 bulls, like, you know, ready to go. There is a tornado in the background, so this card is movement. And then we have the Strength card. I don't know if this is a man or a woman that is about to rip the mouth of the lion open, but look at how many eyes this person has. This Hermit card looks very modern, strange. To me, this card doesn't fit in with the rest of the deck. It just seems so modern. So I'm not sure what that's about. Very strange. This looks like one of the 3 wise men from the Bible, from the pictures and stuff. But he has the torch and he has the staff. Hell, he looked like a black Moses. And then, what is this? The World? Oh, this is the Wheel of Fortune. So the wheel. So the grass being cut like that is like signifier for the wheel. And this is an archetype for change as well. And unexpected good luck and so forth and so forth. Then we have the Justice card. Justice, come on, can you see it? The Observer in the African American Tarot deck is like the Hangman. And I feel like he's observing himself because he's not looking at the outside world. He's looking within. And he has a lot of eyes on him, so I think that's really cool. Pretty sure that's deeper than what I'm saying. And then next up is the Death card. The Death card seems really happy in this one. In the book, they say it's the death ancestors. It's a gift. Death is a gift, and it's conflict, transformative, break with the past, new concept of the world, profound emotion. Yeah. Okay, so it's like people want change. Like they want to die. You know what I'm saying? Like the people here want to be saved. It's like they see death as happiness. So that's different. Temperance. So you have an old man with a hat to block the sun. There's something here in the grass. He must be in Jamaica, child. I'm just kidding. He's in Africa, right? African American tarot deck. The Devil card. The Devil card you see here, it has like these tiki faces on the two people that are looking up to the devil. The devil is cloaked in red and hung from a tree, and has the face of an insect on it, a blue background with these beautiful vines falling, a spider web, you know, that carefully webbed. It's as if you can break through your toxic ties, but you just have to be willing. Furthermore, they're not even tied to each other, it seems like. Very interesting. Tower card is scary as fuck. Look at the Tower card, y'all. You see it? It's like the water going through all of the villages. People are drowning. There's a big skeleton man on the mountain. It's scary. And it's lightning. The skies are dark. The mountain, everything is just falling apart. It's horrible. It's a very scary ass card. So you have the Star card. You have this beautiful black woman on the mountaintop, on the cliff, with hope and promise that you can overcome anything, even after you done lost your house and got chased by a skeletal on the mountain. You can prevail. Then you have the Moon card. These look like two hyenas screaming at the moon. That look like Ralph from the Honeymooners with his face in the moon. That don't look like him, y'all. I'm just kidding. And the mood is waning. And yeah, the hyenas are definitely hyenaing. All right. Then you have the Sun card. The children are frolicking. I love it. And you see the bananas. This is so dope. I love this. This feels so good. Look at this card. It just feels like a happy card. Like they have nothing to worry about. It's like there's so much hope and promise. Just like as a kid, you didn't have any worries. You didn't have any bills. You didn't have nothing to do but just go to school and hope that your mama made something that you like for dinner. And do your homework and wake up on time for school so you don't miss the bus. You know, like little stuff. That was the worries that you had. You didn't have to worry about rent or mortgage or interest rates. Anyways, this must be the Judgment card. This looks like Judgment. Yes. It's self-explanatory. Everybody is naked, feeling redeemed. They have a second chance. Then this looks like the World card. This has to be the World. Yeah, this is the World. So finally we have the World card. And then the World card is surrounded by a serpent. So there's a lot of little things about this deck, big things better said, that I have to learn in order to understand this deck. I'm going to go ahead and go through all of the minor arcana cards for you to see them. I'm not going to discuss each one of them because it's going to take super long. And I'll be back with the outro. Thank you all for vibing with the goddess. with this beautiful African American tarot card review. You know it's energy, it's energy, it's energy be popping. So here is the part of the video where you get to see the African American tarot deck minor arcana cards up close and personal, starting with the Ace of Cups. All right, that's the Ace of Cups. The Two of Cups. The Three of Cups. These cards are beautiful. The Four of Cups. The Five of Cups. Five and a cup symbol, very easy to identify. The Six of Cups. Seven of Cups. Gonna have to block out the naked images. The Eight of Cups. The Nine of Cups. The Ten of Cups. Page of Cups. Page and the cup symbol. Knight of Cups. The signature on the box, the Queen of Cups. The King of Cups. The Ace of Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles. The Three of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles. King of Pentacles. Ace of Wands. The Tree of Life, I see, maybe. The Two of Wands. The Three of Wands. Four of Wands. Five of Wands. Six of Wands. Seven of Wands. This is actually kind of funny. Eight of Wands. Nine of Wands. 10 of Wands. Page of Wands. Knight of Wands. It's powerful. Queen of Wands. King of Wands. Ace of Swords. Two of Swords. Interesting. Very interesting. Three of Swords. Four of Swords. Five of Swords. Six of Swords. Seven of Swords. Eight of Swords. Nine of Swords. Ten of Swords. Page of Swords. Knight of Swords. Queen of Swords. King of Swords. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, go to tellemtribetarot.com, select the book a reading link, and subscribe to my channel. Turn on post notifications. Say hello to a goddess in the comments. You know I love it when you say hello. And until next time, love and light, tribe.